The point contact cannon brace exotic arms were introduced back in season 18 to honestly like a pretty solid introduction, but a quick nerf afterwards pretty much turned them into just a worse skull fort essentially. But with the additions in Season of the Deep and changes and everything, it got an entire rework and is absolutely stellar. So we decided to do a little punchy punch, falcon punch style build with this that just absolutely clears rooms with little to no effort, while also providing a really solid chance during master, champion level content. What's going on, everybody? Birdman here with another video. Today we're going to be doing a build around the point contact cannon brace exotic arms. Make sure you're following and subscribing and giving a like and making a comment and maybe doing a super thanks, becoming a member and all that stuff down below, and just follow me over on YouTube and Twitter. Other than that, let's hop right into the video. Now, like what we do with every video, we always check out the exotic first, and that is going to be these point contact cannon brace exotic arms. They read Hammer of the Gods, defeating targets with your thunderclap restores melee energy. Targets near you when you use your thunderclap suffer lightning strikes and become jolted. Being amplified increases the damage of these lightning strikes. So all around, you're pretty much just getting, again, like falcon punch in your arms, where it's just going to nuke everyone around you whenever you activate it, while also at the same time doing a lot more damage and giving you a lot more melee energy back for even using thunderclap. So the longer you charge it up, the more damage it's going to do, and it's absolutely stellar with a lot of the changes that we've seen in Buildcraft 2.0, while also taking advantage of some stuff from Season of the Deep. You're going to be seeing a lot of this weapon coming up here, the Monte Carlo. Pretty much just the fact that its Monte Carlo method reads dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. So really like this just for the fact that it's able to recharge just a little bit. Maybe like, let's say we use the point contact, we don't get all that melee energy back. All we have to do is put like barely even a clip into just a regular mob enemy, and we're more than likely going to have that back, while also, just getting some damage and getting a kill. We might just instantly get it back. So it's really great for all of these power of melee focus builds, just because it's going to give it to you super fast. And also there was some solid changes to ARs in this last season, so it is just doing really good as is. When it comes to how you want to set up this class, I recommend Thunder Crash just because it is a fast start and stop super, and it recharges incredibly fast with some of the mods that we have on our armor pieces. So definitely recommend that. Obviously you can go with Fist of Havoc, but you will have to endure the entire roaming super to, get out of it eventually, while Thunderclap is just going to just nuke everyone around you after you activate it, and then you just can start again on getting it recharged. Personally, I think Thrusters is a must just for the fact that we're able to get near enemies, pop it real fast, and take advantage of some of the mods that we have. Thunderclap clearly just for the fact that we're going to hold it down, we're going to do more damage as we hold it, and also we can even just like instantly click it real fast and it'll just like do the punch. But what we like about it is the fact that we're still going to get all those jolting effects from the point contact cannon brace arms, even if we don't do a fully charged punch. So it's just really solid all around. Pulse grenade is a must in my mind. It's just really great for, targets themselves doing a lot of damage, but also the fact that it's able to push and box out enemies if you need just a quick second to yourself to like recharge health or whatever. But it's also doing a lot of damage, the same as like storm grenades, so might as well just use that. Touch of Thunder is really important just because it's going to give those pulse grenades, those iron traces, giving us back energy. And then you definitely want to have knockout. This is really important in my mind. Critically wounding targets or breaking their shield infuses your melee attack with arc energy, increases your melee range and damage for a short time. Defeating targets with melee attacks starts health regen and makes you amplified. The amplified part is just really important just because we can get some regular punches off, get amplified, and then use our thunderclap to take advantage of as much damage as possible, since it is charged up with the point contact while we are amplified. Fragments wise, I like Sparks of Amplitude rapidly defeating targets while you're amplified creates orbs of power. That's just going to help out with some of the mods we have, while also just giving us some regen and getting our super bag faster. Sparks of shock, your arc grenade jolts targets. I just like jolting everybody just because it's really great for mobbing. Spark of ions, defeating a jolted target creates an ionic trace. Obviously we're going to be jolting people pretty consistently, so getting those easy ionic traces. If you don't know what those are, when picked up, ionic traces grant ability energy, so it's going to give us back that thruster, which again is just going to flow into everything else we're doing. And then finally, spark of resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. We are going to be in the thick of it pretty consistently, so this is a solid one to have for just in general damage reduction. Weapon wise, it's always up to you. I'm using a Wendigo and a Basso for these extra 2 weapons here, but again, anything like arc related would be really helpful. I just chucked on a shotgun just because it's fun just to run up to people and just get a quick easy shot on them. When it comes to what armor we're going to be using on this setup, I definitely recommend using Kinetic Siphon, so we get more orbs from getting kills with that Monte Carlo. We're going to be using it pretty consistently, so you might as well do that. And I always have just 1 Ashes Assets and 1 hands-on, always active. Definitely, you probably could swap out this Ashes for another hands-on just to take advantage of all that extra super energy you're going to be getting from it. But we are still consistently using our grenades, so it feels usable to put that on there as well to just add to the overall flow of this setup. On our arms, we're going to be doing heavy-handed to get those orbs of power from our powered melee kills, impact induction to get regen on our grenade whenever we get a melee attack, and then melee kickstart for that extra energy back with our melee. Again, this is really crucial in my mind because we're going to be constantly getting those armor charge stacks. You might as well use them on something like this, where it's going to give you that thunderclap back a little bit faster, or at least give you enough that with the point contact, its energy gives you, plus this, plus whatever you use with Monte Carlo, you're more likely going to get that back really fast. Chest piece, again, I always go like concussive dampeners, usually just for, reduction there. And then 1 charged up just to increase my stacks, just so that I'm able to typically stack 4 there, so that I always have maybe 1 left over after using that hands-on, just to start stacking to the next stuff. On our legs, I got double absolution here just so that we're getting all those ability cooldowns whenever we pick up an orb power. That's going to be pretty consistently. And then recuperation just to get a little bit of health if we pick up an orbit power. You definitely could swap this off for, maybe an arc weapon surge or something like that, but it's not really necessary. And finally, on our Titan mark, we're going to be doing double distribution so that whenever we use that thrust around enemies, we're getting those cooldowns, plus a Reaper. Again, same thing. Whenever we activate our thrust, it's going to give us an orb of power on our next weapon final blow. When it comes to your artifact, I definitely recommend getting anti-barrier auto rifle just to be able to go through those shields, as well as getting the arc mod here just to get that reduction. But the important ones, electric armor, stay amplified longer, definitely important in my mind. Thunderous retort, getting that extra arc damage whenever we are amplified or critically wounded. And then amped up, we gain damage resistance while we are amped. Again, all 3 of these are just going to help you in general, make you an all around better Titan. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys really enjoy it. Again, comment down below other setups you're interested in seeing. Make sure you're checking back on my Strand aspect build I just made. It is absolutely stupid. It's probably my favorite build. I literally had to make this build just to get myself away from that Strand setup because it is just too much stinking fun. That new aspect is busted. And I hope they do more stuff like that in the future. But again, comment down below, give a like, subscribe, become a member, give a super thanks. Any of that stuff is always appreciated. And also follow me on YouTube and Twitter at Birdman778. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope you have a great night, day, whatever it may be.